Hello, everybody. Check, 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 check. Hello, everybody. Check, 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 check. Hello, everybody. Check, 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 check. Sounds. I mean, it's there, but it sounds a little meh to me. Check over here. Oh, this is so loud. This is really fucking loud. That's weird. It switched. My music decided to switch where it wanted to send its audio, like mid. Yeah. No. I don't know if that blew you up, but that blew me up. Holy balls, that was loud. Ooh. Wow, I have no idea if you even got that. I think so. Ooh, you might have, and it might have been blastingly, disgustingly loud. Dude, what's up, Blaine? How's life? We got your Christmas card. Check, check. Oh man, so I don't know. It's been a long time since we talked, but I did a Kickstarter last April to get some money to build some shit in Talespire, and this is one of the maps that we funded. I mean, it's like the fucking map to end all maps, to be super honest. I mean, this is Castle Ravenloft. It's like one of the most I mean, it was the reason for our Kickstarter, basically, was to get someone to make this. And boy, did they ever. And this is half of it. This is only half of this place. The fucking cathedral. I think it was to the Morning Lord. It's supposed to be to the Morning Lord. Yeah, this is half. This is only half of the map. So, some slightly bad news about this particular board. When it was being created, we had some additional limitations, like tech limitations. We couldn't go as high, and so they were forced to build the board like basically on the bottom here. And that's not ideal because, I mean, we can't put stuff around it to make it look like, you know, it's like actually on a cliff and shit. And one of the complications there is that we use hide volumes to hide rooms and stuff, right? And well, I mean, he's only hiding the floor. I don't like that. Anyway, and so if I copy the whole thing, which I can do, and lift it up and paste it again, the hide volumes remain where they were. And so basically, I kind of have to go through and delete all of the hide volumes. And then move it, and then like rebuild them all and like try to figure out what the hide volumes are going to be. So that doesn't feel great, but it's kind of what has to happen. And so see these hide volumes here? These hide volumes here are special in that they hide the 3D models, but they don't stop the light. Like, see how there's these crystals here that are causing that blue glow, right? So there's a bunch of hide volumes here that do things like that, that when I move it, we're going to lose that. And so like they're all along here. And so basically, when I move this thing, all these hide volumes are going to be lost, and all that work's going to have to be redone. And that's kind of a huge bitch pain in the ass. But I think it has to be done in order to get the hide volumes close to being right. If I'm even going to take a shot at it, you know what I mean? So I think that's kind of where we're going to start, is just like deleting all the hide volumes, I guess. Delete all the hide volumes, delete all the tokens, and then move it up, and then start kind of rebuilding it. Yeah, so we got your Christmas card, and like immediately my son is like wadding it up and like being like, it's a telescope, you know what I mean? Like, so it might live another couple days. Actually, I did put it on the fridge. So that will extend its lifespan briefly. And so last time I did measure this. Last time I measured a distinct number of walls straight up. But this time I don't think I am. I think I'm just going to try to keep it directly where it is and move it up. But I have to delete all these hide volumes. Oh, so in case you didn't know, we just, by we I mean basically my friend Tony and I, published a map, which is another super famous Talespire map. We actually just published this today. If you want to take a look at that, it has like a guy named Grimbeard Adventures made a made a video for it. I did a little editing, like I made it. I just brightened it. Really, it was really super fucking dark. But this has a PDF at DM's Guild. I need to do a Reddit post still. I think that's the only thing that I need to do. I think I tweeted it, and I think I put it. Where do I haven't done it at. I haven't done it at Instagram, I want to say. But I can show you what that map looks like. How's life been? And I want to go to Arcanvas Holt. Game ready, full revealed. No. We have full revealed. So this is Arcanvas Holt. I mean, of course, this is like builder lighting. This isn't like lighting that you would use to actually play, unless they like arrived in the afternoon or something. Maybe they would. But this is the map that we published today. Oops. And it's got some cool stuff. Like it has this like big entrance hall. It's just a big fucking ruin. It has this cathedral. So look at this cathedral. It like goes up these side winding stairs up into the tower, like the tower on the roof. Roof goes up to like this fucking bright ass beacon. And I'm usually zoomed pretty far out, so it looks like it's tiny, but this thing's fucking big, dude. Like, let me just show you what like a human looks like wandering around in this thing. This is what a token looks like in the like in this thing. Like this is your token. And I love Talespire because on maps like this, it's like, yeah, okay, you shoot an arrow, and like, okay, what's your range? You know. Actually, the campaign looks fucked up. 60 feet. One tile is 5 feet. There you go. And actually, we can go up to like 500 here. Should be fine. And so, yeah, like, you shoot at your target 150 feet away. Another fun thing about Talespire is flying. So your wizards can actually do like crazy flying wizardy Harry Potter shit. Yoink. Poor sleeve, of course, yeah. Changed up twice. Wait, what? Twice last year? Just finished the train up last week, so things should chill. That's nuts. I saw you kind of writing that one out until the end, unless it's like two different jobs at the same place. But we just released this today, and why it's so much work is because this is, I mean, in a 3D tabletop, you don't actually want to use this map. You don't want to do this because like this height slider here, is a bitch to get right. So if you're like on a middle floor here and you're like trying to move your token around and like you're trying to click on things, but your height slider keeps going up here, so you like see the room above, and it's just really obnoxious. Or you'll try to place your token and it'll drop you through to the floor below. And so we don't actually recommend that anybody play on this board because this board is it's more like a work of art, right? And so we recommend that people play on what I call the game ready boards, which a game ready board, um, it's like this. It's like, okay, so you're exploring this building, but if you actually get into combat, you come over here where like the top is cut away and it's not going to get in your way. And you can still like, I mean, all the hide volumes are there. You can reveal it as they explore, like if they're in the church and stuff. And then as they go up to the next floor, then you go over to this map, which just has the third floor cut off, and the first floor doesn't exist. And it's just like, okay, you get in a fight in, so you explore this one, you get in a fight in the bedroom, so you go to the slab that has the bedroom, and you fight it out there. You like put your tokens and shit here, because managing tokens on the full, it's just not good. And then you get up into the tower, right? And you just kind of move them across as they progress, like up to the top of the tower. And there's a question about immersion. Like, you lose immersion when you do that. It's like, you know what you lose immersion is when you move your token like goes out on the roof. You know, like shit you can't fucking control. So this is called the game ready version, and this is what takes a really long time. A really, really, really long time. Actually, here, let me log my time for today, and then I can tell you how long exactly. I can tell you how many hours I've put into it. Let me log my time real quick. Track time. Okay, so today I worked on... Our Give Us Whole is mostly marketing, really. So this was publication, do DMs Guilds, Tales Tavern, Twitter. I didn't do Facebook or Instagram. There's only two I didn't do. Oh, and Reddit. DMs Guild, Tales Tavern. I feel like there were other places. Oh, Kickstarter, Patreon. I did all that today. So I probably worked on it for, let's say, 3 hours today. And so, what's our total time? What's my total time on our Give Us Whole right now? Not 62 hours, is that it? Has it just been that hard for us to work on it? Yeah, wow, we suck. We suck. This is nothing. 62 hours is like nothing. We lost momentum and we lost drive and we both got super depressed. And so we put 62 hours into our Give Us Whole and like 125 into the ADV4 sewers. And like, I tell you right now, this feels like 600 hours working on our Give Us Whole. 600. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Yeah, put 400 hours in. Oh, yeah. That's crazy. Left Safe joined a nuclear SMR startup? What? Then left that? Quite the roller coaster. A nuclear SMR startup. What the fuck is that? There's no automated mechanism to split out the complete build into the game-ready playable version? No. No. Every single brick in here was placed by hand. And I mean, I copy-pasted it and then just deleted away what was needed. So I mean, it doesn't take a ton of time. Maybe like 10 hours ish. I mean, it's not bad. It's just we've been very depressed and not motivated heading into this year. Unfortunately, it's not the work, it's us. Like, we need to find a way to get motivated again. And the OGL stuff hit us hard, but I mean, I can't use that as an excuse because we were burnt out. We were burnt out like well before that. Really, we made an adventure that oh man, I can show you. Like, we wrote an adventure that on paper was really, really cool, and in practice was really, really cool. But in the creation of it, we made a huge mistake. And really it was the conversion of it from 3D to 2D that really fucked us up. So we made the sewer ziggurat adventure. And so in the sewer ziggurat, like the players, you start here, and and this has all the hide volumes and everything, so you can totally progress. You come in here, like you fight your way across. When you first start, the water is at this level. And so you start, and the players come here. You make your way to this valve, which then like lowers the water level. I mean, it's a cool ass adventure. But the transition of it from 3D to 2D, because we paid that guy from Fiverr to do it, and I took a bunch of screenshots and stuff. Is like we just shouldn't have bothered. We should not have bothered trying to make it 2D at all. We should have just been like, this is in 3D. It's in Talespire. You know, deal with it. But we didn't, so it was a huge mistake. Yeah. So here's what I'm going to do. I need to publish a copy of this before I break it, for one thing. Christostrad Barovia. Okay, I have it here. I have this Castle Ravenloft interior here. But I think I want to save it as something else. Home. 99, backup, Ravenloft 1. Oh, I guess interior 1. Actually, castle's a shorter word. Okay, backup, okay, boop. Publish a copy. Copy it, copy it. Let me rename this, I guess. Back to Star Castle Interior. Castle Ravenloft Interior. Okay. Import that board. I mean, you totally could. The thing about the game ready versions is that, okay, so for example, I'm getting ready to try to make game ready boards out of this. Basically, I need to copy the entire thing, and then I need to figure out like kind of what constitutes the first floor. Like what does the first floor even mean? And then basically delete it down to that so that when people are moving their tokens along the first floor, they don't have to worry about the ceiling or fucking up stuff, basically. But there's no like automated way to tell it, you know, everything below here is the first floor or something like that. I mean, you could try, but it's you would have to have that automation script in mind when you built it, like before the fact. And this is going to be home, castle, refactor. All right, so step 1 is get rid of all hide volumes. Because when I copy paste it, they're going to be like orphaned. They're just going to be like random hide volumes out in the world. And see how... Oh, it fucking pains me. See like these things? Like there's like gargoyles out there that are like tokens that those can't be there. Because you can't copy paste them. They won't move when I copy paste. Like I'll copy paste the entire castle and those will still be just like sitting there. Um, nuclear SMR. What is that? Submarine? Startup? Yeah, safe was like a pretty. I mean, it was pretty safe, right? Like ride that shit out to like the end of your career. Oh, I also left my job at the university. I don't know if you knew that or not. So why aren't there high volumes here? There's like high volumes everywhere else, but why are there not high volumes like in this room here? They're hella inconsistent. Maybe it's because that room is like visible from the outside or something. I don't really know. Like all these lights here. Okay, ooh. There's a thing way down there. Lots of things way down there. Things in here. What is that? Dude. Okay, so this map, obviously top 300 feet is not enough. So we'll go to 600 there. Small modular reactor. Ooh, it's basically baby reactors that can go in places where full-size nuclear power can't go. That's cool. Typical concept, but CIO was something with a degree, someone degree in the field that was IT savvy early on. I could tell it was going to be rough. But CIO was someone with a degree in the field that was IT savvy early on. Like they hadn't kept up with it. So they didn't like know what was going on in like the current world of that tech. So I now work for a bank, a big bank, a big bank. And I'm pretty shocked at like how, basically, I mean, I had to leave my job. Like I was literally being paid to not work. And just as a professional, I mean, as safe as it was with the insurance and with everything, I just could not stomach, just like holding out, any longer. I just couldn't do it. I just felt myself like all my skills were atrophying, my drive and motivation were atrophying. I just couldn't do it. And yeah, I was just systematically rewarded for not working. I just yeah. Anyway, so actually, it was one of my viewers that was a recruiter for the company. Was like, hey man, we've got like 4 or 5 product owner positions open. You should apply. So I did, and it's been awesome. The people I work with are like driven and motivated. It's corporate culture, right? So there's like the fiefdoms and the kingdoms, and there's the drama, and there's like the senses of ownership, or like I want to own that, or no, you should own that, I should own that, not my problem, your problem. So there's a little bit of that going on. But for the most part, it feels like people are. Most people are working in good faith that I can tell, and a lot of the struggles in that regard, I think, are just because people have been working there for so long. Some people have been there for like 20 plus years and stuff. And so being able to come in and have like, I don't have any like loyalties to these different places. I can come in and talk to some folks that otherwise, would be difficult to talk to or coordinate with. And I like don't have an agenda. I don't have anything to gain. I'm just trying to do the right thing, get stuff done. So it's been really cool, and the tech is really cool. It's really, really, really complicated infrastructure. I mean, the he had a nuclear degree and tenure, not competence, experience in IT. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Yep, yep. He was grandfathered in, and everybody else has to work kind of twice as hard to make up for the fact that they're grandfathered in and not doing much. Um, so what's wrong with those hide volumes? They look good to me. Oh gosh, Fizz. So there's a couple of things wrong with those hide volumes. The first is that there's probably nothing wrong with these hide volumes. The problem is that this board is at the base of the Talespire board. When Udi first started working on this, due to the height of Castle Ravenloft, he had to start building from the very, very, very bottom of the map, which is something you don't want to do. Like, best practices don't do that, because now he's got like trees and shit clipped into the base of the board, right? Which you don't want to, you just don't want to do that. And so what I'm doing now is I'm going through and I'm deleting all the hide volumes, and then I'm just going to raise up the entire castle by maybe like 4 wall heights or something like that. Or I might even put it up high enough that we can actually put it on the edge of the Balanock Mountain precipice. Now that I think about it, now that I'm going to the trouble of lifting the fucking thing up, because it used to be you couldn't go this high, but now, top is 600 feet. I can put in top is 900 feet now, and now I can go way up here, right? So, but they specifically added this feature because of this map. So that's pretty cool of them. Yeah, basically, Udi kept reaching out to baggers and being like, man, Castle Ravenloft, I can't work on it because it's too tall. And they were like, oh, well, we set the height limit because of, some stupid arbitrary thing that doesn't, it's just arbitrary. There wasn't any reasoning behind it. Like, well, we didn't think anyone would need to build something higher than that. Like, well, people are creative, yo. So I need to go through, delete all the hide volumes because I need to lift up the entire castle by about 40 feet. Or more. And when I cut and paste it, it is not going to take the hide volumes with it. And so they'll just be like sitting there and being weird. Along with, like these tokens here. What's up, Fizz? How are you? So what you're trying to say is hide volumes don't copy and paste with the rest of... Yes, exactly. That is 100% true. And a 100% a huge pain in my ass. And Udi used a lot of them for aesthetic stuff too. He did them, where you like hide a light, make it so you can't see the, like right here. Hide the crystals, but the light remains. A lot of that stuff. And so I'm just going to have to sort of pray that I remember kind of where that shit is. I can also cut and paste it like really high. Delete all the hide volumes and then cut and paste it back down. Actually, that probably makes a lot more sense. Or like off to the side or something and then delete all the hide volumes. I've done it before and it did not crash or anything. Actually, see, look at this. Look at, you got random hide volumes like out here in the fucking boonies, dude. Like gravestones out in the boonies. There's no find function for that map component. Just got to hunt for them. Yes. Why not copy paste over the new board? Then you won't have to. So, it's too big to copy to a new board. It's too big. You cannot copy paste this to a different board. It will never be able to leave this board. But what I can do, assuming my... Hello? Okay, so I have a plugin that allows me to do unlimited selection. But sometimes it fucking breaks. So one sec, let me navigate away and come back again. Let's go to the Undercroft. This is the other half of the fucking map, by the way. This is underneath Castle Ravenloft. Like the catacombs? Yeah. This thing's fucking huge. This is awesome, by the way. Like this, when you're down in it, like with your tokens, it's totally like you're fighting in Moria or some shit. I don't know what's down there. I haven't read the module. Bunch of creepy shit. Okay, so hopefully my unlimited selection is working. Dude, I can't. Now I'm moving really slow. There we go. Fuck. What the? Why isn't it working? That's weird. Let's restart. Did you see we published Argonimus Assault, Fizz? Like a massive underground system? Yeah. I don't think so, Fizz. I don't think I'm gonna put the two of them together. I mean, I could just for the because we can. But I don't think people's computers can fucking run it. Oh, you guys get pings in your Discord? Take see if you're talking to me. But I could try to put them together, but I worry it would crash some people's computers. Let's give it a moment to load all of its stuff. And I did copy paste it. I mean, I copy pasted it the other night without any problems, so I don't know what. Come on. There we go. See, I have an unlimited selection plugin. That did crash Talespire. Because I was being a little bit abusive with it. Okay, now I need to find the bottom, because it actually does, there are trees that are underneath the world, which is the big no-no that I'm trying to fix here. I think if my camera goes under the world, it sinks them underwater. Actually, is it? If it's flush, then I mean, we should be fine. So I'm going to try cutting it. And just going to the side with it. Put it over here. Okay. 1, 2. I should cut it. 3. Fuck, I missed that spot. Undo, and then I'm gonna wait. I missed that back edge. Okay, I'm gonna upload this to Talespire. We're cool, Talespire, right? Try that again. We're gonna get it way out here this time. Way out here, come on. There we go. This is an unbelievably big thing to be copy pasting. Easily the largest slab I've ever seen. Let alone try to copy paste. Ready? Cut. Hello? Do we just lose the top of it? How about we, like, come back? Do you think the top is actually gone? No, it's fine. It's like trying to watch someone finish a giant house of cards. Yeah. Well, I mean, Udi has to have over 1,000 hours in this. He's got to. He has to have more than 1,000 hours in just this map. He's been working on it since last September. And I think he finished it last month and was like, fuck it. Like, this is ruining my marriage. You know, like, now, this should work. Looks good. A little sketchy. I'm going to raise it up a little bit just to be safe. I'm right-clicking to try to get the castle to go away now. There. Okay, and I'm going to upload that. I love that they made this button where you don't have to like wait for it to sync. You can be like, fucking sync right now, please. Didn't like the render. Yeah, who knows? Who knows if that was like real or not. Okay, so what do we have down here? We've got some tokens we got to delete. There's some dragons. I think that is actually Strahd right there. Some lingering, I don't even know what is this? What are you? Like, I mean, so that token was under the world even, like, not good. Bad practice. I don't know what all this crap is. Actually, can I group delete yet? No. Why wouldn't... There we go. There's an environment block. Okay, so I think that's all the random tokens. Now let's look at the hide volumes. Yeah, see there's a bunch of like... It's almost like there should be a UI for this to make it easier. You know what I mean? Or a plugin. The hide volume management plugin. The dragons look like they are statues. Yeah, so the dragons are statues. There's like gargoyles that are both, I guess they're both creatures and statues or something. I still wish that I could turn off that stupid little... I don't need that fucking circle in the middle right there. It does nothing for me. Maybe I should learn how to use it. Whoa. Don't really know what happened there. So like scraps of hide volumes here. Yeah, Black Wolf Magic might have to go back through it and like put them all back. Is that all of them? I don't see any more. Not like up in the sky or anything. Okay, so here's the plan. When I push F2, it takes us directly back to the center of the board. So this is the center of the board right here. So what I'm going to do is I want to increase... Oh, I've got it right here, actually. I want to raise it by like 4 walls high. Or should we do higher than that? So that's the question. I mean, we have the opportunity now to actually put the tower on a hill. Oh, Black Wolf is streaming right now? Can I, how big a chunk from Yester Hill can I grab? Right? Or is there something? Is there like a giant cliff at Tales Tavern? Giant cliff slab. Tales Tavern. The Balanock? I don't suppose someone like just made the Balanock Mountains. I didn't think so. Giant cliff. The odds of this are pretty not high. I'm gonna find what I'm after. No. That's not a very great screenshot. What do I want to do? I could just go get Yester Hill and copy paste like the center of Yester Hill. There's the entrance to the Amber Temple. Okay, I'm gonna go grab the entrance to Amber Temple. It's got to be in here somewhere. Amber Temple, hide volumes revealed, game ready. And these two are exactly the same. Amber Temple slabs. Bop, 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 bop. Not quite what I was after. Precipice of the Balanock Mountains. This is something that I could give as a challenge to Baldrax. And I bet Baldrax could make a giant fucking cliff to add. Because the thing is, I need it to be a slab so I can like actually add it to the board. And this has already been sized out to be a slab, so I should be able to copy this over without any trouble. I wonder if I can just make a big flat. What's it supposed to look like? Actually, let me paste this out. Oh man, dude, look at the size of the Amber Temple entrance compared to Castle Ravenloft. You could fit like 3 Amber Temples in here. Holy fuck, that's nuts. That is insane. Kickstarter, Castle Ravenloft. Do I have anything? Yes, I do. Oh my god, it's literally on a cliff. Or it's on like there's a spire of rock and it's just like cut off. Whoa. Okay. Look at this. Like watchtower, bridge, castle. There's nothing around it. It's literally on a giant spike of rock. Did he build... Is this the watchtower? And this is where there's supposed to be the... Hang on. The temple. It's on the opposite side from the temple here. And then, so this is supposed to go off into the fucking boonies down below. This is supposed to be like open air, but he built houses there. Why would he build houses there? That doesn't make sense. There's no houses here. It's just a fucking giant... Wait. Wait a minute. Is that reversed? That looks reversed to me. Am I going crazy, or is it reversed? So, okay, so see there's 2 towers, and then there's 2 little houses, but that is supposed to be on the side that has this circular building. not the front. Like, this is the... It seems like... Oh, he didn't... They're just not built. Drawbridge. Yeah, okay. So we'd need a slab that had these towers, like, across... Fucking... We need the, I know what we need. Salinka. We need a Salinka Pass. We need components of the Salinka Pass, right? Those things that look like chess castles. Yeah, rooks or whatever. Okay, so we need... What do we need here? I mean, actually, what's funny is in the picture, it's only like 30 feet. Or how far is a square? Map walls of Ravenloft doesn't say how big a square is here. Do any of them? Up 20 feet. So my thinking is that one square is 10 feet. Nothing tells us. One square is 5 feet. Traps in area. Okay, so 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. This is like a 50-foot drawbridge. I'm just gonna grab what am I gonna do? I'm gonna grab some of this, and then should I come back for the tower? No, I won't come back for the tower. I'll just copy paste the tower that he has there. The entrance to the Amber Temple is like this big. If this is 50 feet, then he's already measured this out, right? I think he's already measured it out. So this goes across the chasm of nothing. And then we've got like, I don't know. I don't want to intersect it, but basically maybe these, how big are the towers? How big are the towers on the opposite side? They're way smaller than these towers. It looks like. North is that way. Fucking hell, this wall is like insane. $20 feet across. 10, 20, yeah, it's about 30 feet thick. And he's got these big gatehouses here and here. So these should be half the size of those. Okay, so it is literally on a big fucking spike of mountain. So I'm wondering if see how this corner turns that way? I kind of need to move the other way. I mean, I think I can use this piece here. And I want to put it way down below it. just to you know, this is just to show like Heim or whoever, like this is kind of what I'm thinking, right? So this would be, you know, like here or something like that. This is like a proof of concept. So yeah. I think I've got it. I think I've got it. It'll all make sense in a moment. This is going to go like, yay. But I'm going to put it as far down to the bottom as I can here. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the opposite side. And this is just going to be like proof of concept. And I definitely don't want it so close that I'm clipping into anything in the bottom. Cannot. Okay, I need to. I'll just do that on every corner. And then I'm going to just duplicate one along. Okay, so what's the dealio? What's the deal with this one? It comes out. Okay. So the wall goes straight underneath. Hey, what's up, drowning fish? How are things? Yeah, so Fizz, the goal is to kind of make something like this so that I can send it to Baldrax and be like, oh, this is kind of what I'm after. And he'll be like, oh, yeah, I think I can maybe do something, but no promises. You know what I mean? Like, it might not work out, like, and it's fucking perfect. It's like, yeah, okay, Baldrax. Maple, I don't know. I'll do it. I'll kind of do what I can. I'll give it a try. And it's like the most epic fucking thing you've ever seen in your life. Okay, so now that I have that chunk, I'm gonna draw. Should I use this one or should I use? Actually, I could use this kind of piece right here before it really gets angly, maybe. Or maybe that's a good thing. I can't see what I'm selecting here. And I kind of want the road actually, just as a level thing to deal with. So see where it slopes out a little bit? I don't really want that. So I'm going to delete it right where it starts doing that. By the way, Heim made this this hillside wall for Slinkapass. He did almost all of Slinkapass, except the I think I did the little castle keep things. So now that I've got a copy of it, I'm gonna just do it again. And then I'll be filling in that maybe like 2 more. Yeah, so Drannyfish, we published. Really, am I off by that much? Published our Ginvisholt today. That feels good. Get that out there for people. So all we have left to fulfill the Kickstarter is this Castle Ravenloft. It's been a lot of fucking work. Hey, I tried the train generator. If you want, I'll be sending them to you in Discord. Sure. I can. Do you want me to give you the dimensions that it needs to be? It's pretty fucking big. We had it on our backlog for a little while to to like start using the terrain generator. But we have been so focused on like trying to do the 5e publications, and then to have the OGL thing totally fuck us has been pretty unfortunate. We would have been a lot better off getting familiar with the terrain generator. Whoa. Oh wait, this isn't Baldrak's terrain generator. This is the this is two voxelated. But I mean, it gets the gist across, right? Set the height at like go from 0 to like a lot. Make it like steep if you can. I mean, I don't know if you can. It's been a while since we used that thing. So I built a whole map with that. The castle ruins, like the super giant castle ruins map that has like the quarry in the middle of it. I used that to build that whole thing, and it was just too much work to make it not look voxel. But man, did I try. I placed so many cliff faces to try to make it not voxel. That was fucking brutal. Okay, so now let's just kind of pop this in down here somewhere. And it's going to need to be like underneath, you know, so I'm just going to do it like way down here. How high before I line up with this? Here? I think I should be safe to put it underneath right there. And then it looks like I need one more to fit in that edge. Here. This one looks decent. Like that. Can't tell if I'm too high, I'm gonna be really like upset about that. Oh nope, should be good. Yeah, but if Baldrags can generate some like sheer cliff edges, that would be pretty fucking cool. Am I too far out for that? No, I'm underneath it. I mean, it's almost like too close, but it should be clear what I'm trying for here. We can just do it this way too, I suppose. Wait. Nope. I keep thinking I'm right on it, but I'm not. Okay, and then on the interior, what's funny is that, like, the game is not really okay with me being able to be this high. It gets very confused. And actually it thinks I'm down there when I'm up here, which is why it's not like the stuff up here is not going away. Again, that's just how fucking confused it is it's moving all this stuff away, but it's not moving the stuff way up here away because it doesn't know what the shit's going on. Check it out. It's like gutting the interior but leaving the roof on. Okay. So, yeah. Made you 500 slabs? Jesus. Where are you? Where are you? Good night. You want to see an animal? Okay, what animal do you want to see? Here, you can always see, like, he needs to sit. Come here. Okay.
What the fuck?
Huh? You see a lot of rock? Do you want to see the castle?
Yeah, a castle.
Whoa, it's a big castle, huh? What do you think?
Oh, animal, like an animal.
You want an animal? Stop. How big of an animal? Stop. How big an animal? What kind of animal? Pig?
Yeah, pig. Okay,
Oink! Oink! You want another animal? You want? How about a raccoon? Stop.
Yeah, raccoon.
Raccoon.
It's
Raccoon.
Danny.
Like Donnie.
Yeah,
Raccoon. Oh, it's so cute.
that's Danny.
It looks like Donnie. Donnie the raccoon.
Yeah, that's
I love you.
Emma.
Okay, good night, babies.
Emma, kitty.
Kitty, and then you gotta go, okay? What does a kitty cat say? Meow. Meow, meow, meow. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye, kitty.
Bye-bye, kitty. Say kitty, bye-bye.
Bye-bye, kitty.
That's the bird.
No, you don't need to push the buttons. Oh my god, it's so cute. Okay, so I don't think there's any need to make anything underneath the castle, like as long as the exterior, like mountain is out there. I think that kind of gets the point across. But now that I've done that, I need to actually put it back where it needs to be. And at this point, I can also decide whether I would rather that it was higher than it is now. Like, I don't know how steep these mountains are supposed to be or how big. But like Fizz was saying, if I actually wanted to put the catacombs underneath Castle Ravenloft, I theoretically could. The only way to get the two things on the same slab would be to systematically cut and paste components of one or the other and bring them over. And I think, you can't slice up the castle to do that. And so it'd be the catacombs. I'd have to cut and paste components of the catacombs. I'm just gonna cut this and get the fuck out of the way. That's what I'm doing here. Yeah, I don't need those parts. You can just kind of go over here. Just get out of the way. And then... There, I saw little graves down here. So, we can try that. Should we try it? I have to do it in Slack. Actually, I kind of want to start a separate instance of Talespire to do that with. Because then I can more easily copy paste. I wouldn't have to switch board. Actually, if I'm going to do that, then I need to be able to put them on Notepad anyway, right? They have to be small enough to slab. So we can just go to Notepad, I guess, to do that. I'll cover up my YouTube chat because I don't really get much. Okay, so now we need to go to the Undercroft. There should be a train. I think there is a train importer. You should be able to. You should be able to go to a board and import a board into another board. They should just allow us to make exports. Like, you know, here's my, I don't know. They have this arbitrary limitation on the size that a slab can be. Whereas I should be able to copy this whole fucking thing, copy and paste it, right? And then if I want to import it, their system should be smart enough to like batch up my stuff or to do whatever. But there are so many assets, and every single one of these towers, they're not that bad. I wonder. Well, we'll see. We'll see how much I can get in one go. Oops. Or if I can chunk. How do I chunk this out? If I wanted to bring this over. I can probably get this. I mean, I don't know how thick the detail is in there, but this might work. I mean, I doubt it, but good places I need to start. That slabs. I cannot bring the castle here. You cannot transfer things between boards. That is too big to be a slab. So I didn't get that thing there, but I got this chunk. Even if you have 2 instances of Talespire open, it won't work. Because it still is limited to what it is willing to put in your clipboard, like outside of Talespire. It has to go through, right? Have you tested that, Fizz? This just in. Where are my Amber Temple slabs? Oh, good. I went to the wrong one. I think it's some crazy hard-coded Talespire stuff. Is my thought there. But I can kind of sort of like just start bringing this over like piecemeal, you know what I mean? And then like kind of put it back together. I don't know what like up, down, northwest is supposed to be here, but I think it looked like this. I guess I'll raise it up a little bit. Oh, I could have got a bunch of slabs while I was there. That didn't occur to me. Undercroft. I need this piece here for sure. It's a new notepad document, another new notepad document. Dude, I bet this room alone right there with the bones in it is gonna be need to be its own slab. I'm gonna just Hail Mary this right here and see if this will go. There's no fucking way, but 54. Okay, so it's 2 times as big as it needs to be. Tried building on it, but I was going crazy. I'm so used to other programs, it all just seems so counterintuitive. Like a Talespire, I felt like I had 2 left feet, but everyone else is dancing. Yeah, and it's the 2D, 3D thing. You know what I mean? It's just the 2D, 3D. 2D is such a solved problem at this point. But, I mean, it's also that Talespire's kind of a bitch. The UI is not intuitive. The tools are not intuitive. There's a lot of quality of life usability stuff that's just totally absent. And I think a lot of it has to do with expectation also, where what I would expect from a video game versus what I would expect from a virtual tabletop, and how Talespire is kind of in the middle of both and isn't doing either of them a service. They're getting better, like way better, like lately, but there's still that gap. Oh, I can't do that one. Yeah, that one room is fucking huge. Can I get like this? Yep. And then I'll get the rest of the room here. Did you see the oh, dude, that phone room is fucking crazy. Did you see the mod stuff from the dev stream today? Not the dev stream, but the dev blog. Oh my dude, this one room is too big to slab. This room alone is too big. There's so many individual skulls in here. Holy shit. Dude, did they made a fucking dragon skull? What? Out of snowballs or something, probably. Oh, this room is fucked up. I guess we're gonna just do half of it. Jesus Christ. Okay, skull room top, skull room bottom, I guess. Jesus. This is just like proof of concept here. If you increase your virtual memory on your PC, you will have alert. No, it's not a clipboard limitation. I can copy paste movies that are gigs and gigs and gigs. That's not the problem. Talespire has its own limit. If you have something selected and you hit copy, instead of putting it on your clipboard, it pastes the message, you know, hey, this thing's too big. Like, it literally won't let you copy it. It never makes it to your clipboard to be too big. Which I agree is bullshit. And I think the reasoning behind it has to do with basically like lagging their servers and stuff if the slabs are like too big. I think. So this chunk goes down here somewhere. Okay, this chunk goes, I think it was like this somewhere. Just trying to get the height kind of sort of similar. And it has to do with like networking requirements, and it has to do with like, you know, the user experience for other people. Bone room. Bone room south. Then I think this is bone room north. And then bone room south. And then we've got that room to the north. This doesn't look quite right. right? Doesn't this connect like... Actually, I have no idea where this connects. I don't know where the fuck you go. You need a mod for a toggle. Tried. Doesn't work. I'm like 99% sure that they looked into it for me. Oh, it's rotated that way. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. So there's that chunk. Okay, then we have this long ass hallway with some stairs. That are to the south of the room, the glowy gem room. Okay. How much of this room do you think we're going to be able to get in one go? Let's try a big piece. Let's try a big piece. I'm going to try from here all the way to here. There's no way, right? There's no fucking way. $39. Actually, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Okay, actually, that's okay, that's doable. So we're going to go to here. We're going to get the south edge just so we know where it lines up. And then, like, here. Let's see if I get that. I'm going to beat this room in like 5 pieces. Okay, then the next component, the next piece is here. I don't think I can get that tomb over there. Actually, you know what I can do? I'll do this room here. I'll get just past this. Yeah, this shit's gonna be too big as well. But I'm gonna try a different strat on this one. Rather than taking the whole piece, I'm gonna try like deleting some chunks. Delete that. Delete this tomb down here. And maybe, just maybe, this is small enough. Damn. Nope. So I can't really cut that floor thing. Fuck, how do I... Did you miss these days? Did you miss the days where we had to slab things out? I mean, realistically, I take off these 3. Like, realistically, I nuke them. But I need to keep the floor, though. Maybe that is good enough. Fuck me. Slice it horizontally. Yeah, I think you're probably right. I don't know, these are such a bitch. Like, I mean, look at the... Slice it horizontally. So... I mean, I think this would fit together like a jigsaw puzzle. Which is weird, I guess. What a huge fucking pain in the ass this is. Okay, so for example, I do this, and I get it, and then I literally like nuke this whole bonk. And then I cut it up as like puzzle pieces. Fuck me, what? This is such a bitch. What I need is Baldrax's terrain generator where I can hand it a big slab. Yeah, that did it. And then, but now I have to like do it with the whole fucking, I'm not doing it with the whole fucking room. Fuck that. No way. Ain't gonna do it. At least I'm not gonna do it tonight. Will these things go by just like how they are? I do this. Just like get like a... Okay, I can get that. And then I can probably, which means I can probably get the other one. What an ugly, ugly, ugly process. Know what I'm saying? Okay, so this went here, right? So just extend it a little bit further. That is all. Then we've got whatever this is. Okay. Something like that. And this isn't bad. Then we get this chunk of weird that goes right here. Actually, that's not bad. I think I could actually puzzle piece that in a manner that made some... Did I miss that bad when I placed it? Did my like mouse jerk? What? I found a multi-paste mod allowing you to copy entire maps. Whoa, what? Is it Thunderstore or is it Baldrax's? Wait, did Udi make one? Udi made one that like works with voice attack or something like that. E.G. Strider? What? What? That's funny that it's Fizz and Strider. Like, didn't we all play in the Avalon West March? That I fucking miss, by the way. That I want to fucking like run. Okay, so Fizz, just so you're aware, just so you're aware, a couple of things. I need to go to Notepad before I forget what's gone. A couple of things. One, I own westmarchesmanager.com. Right, I own this domain, and with aspirations of getting funding to create a Westmarch manager site. But wait, there's more. If it is a web app, it could also be a Talespire symbiote. Is that what they're calling them? A symbiote. Did you watch the dev? Okay, hang on. If you guys didn't watch the Talespire dev blog today, you should fucking wait. My screen's frozen for me. Let me know if my screen is actually frozen. I'm not. Wait, am I seeing any commercials? Dude, fuck you, commercials. I swear to God, I wish I could turn that shit off. Okay, so if you haven't, I highly recommend watching that dev blog, and I love the shit out of him. But go to 12:30. Go look at that video. Actually, dude, I can bring it up. God damn it. Okay, can everybody see this video okay? And it's, and we're gonna keep my music because my music's rad. So basically, I guess I gotta move it a little bit because there's still have all my stupid streamer shit in the way. Can I pop it out? Theater mode. Here we go. Something like that. Can you see okay? The quality is 144p. Here we go. Okay, can you see this? Can you see this? You're no audio. Okay, because I have it muted. So basically he's talking about how he wants to do these symbiote things for plugins. And what he's saying is that in the upper right, they're going to have these little buttons where you can like add your symbiotes, which are basically mods. And it can open it's not a true browser, but it can open shit from like a website. So like right now he's looking at Pathfinder Nexus, right? He's basically looking at the mobile Pathfinder Nexus version. And then he does another one, choose a sidecar URL, and he goes to tripleddice.com, right? And he goes to this web app where you can roll dice. And so he just uses it to like roll dice, right? So if I make a Westmarch's Manager website of some kind with the idea, just like with this, like you can have multiple people log into that particular session of like a dice roller, you know what I mean? But basically, if I make this Westmarch's Manager site and it's like, okay, you guys want to go to the store and you want to go spend your money on stuff before the game begins, we could have a whole little like a go to the store session, and you all can just kind of buy your shit. I don't give a fuck, right? But we can all see what everybody's doing. Or it could be, where do you want to explore next, right? And when you click on the hex, like it actually could load the Talespire URL or blah 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 blah. So anyway, there's that on the vein, and he even brings up like Pathfinder character sheets and stuff, right? Which are not like perfect, but they're good enough. So that's kind of cool. You have used One World on Tabletop Simulator. Oh, have you used One World on Tabletop? No, I have not. I have not. So anyway, that in conjunction with like I own westmarchesmanager.com and maybe doing something with the symbiote. 2, I think I am actually going to do the Doomjin thing, right? Which is like a quasi, like, I mean, I don't know, it's like a quasi West March slash roguelike slash interactive stream thing. Anyway, I just want to let you guys know that, like, this is kind of on my mind, and this is kind of on my mind. And with this thing being like not passive income, this is like you know, I would be running a fucking TV show. Running a TV show, basically. Like, you know, being a real streamer. And this would be like Patreon funded or like subscription based. Right? Anyway. So there's that. Just a couple of ideas that I'm percolating on. Really, I think I want to do the Doomjin, because I think it'd be fun. I think it's fucking like I think it'd be a blast. I thought I got the slab that had the gold guy on it. Did I not? I must not have. Let's go take a look at it. But yeah, I totally miss that West March. That was a super, super fun West March. I mean, I would love to... The trouble is... so there's like Steve-O's Gaming Dungeon, right? They use Talespire, but none of their games like happen at a time that I can actually play. This is tough. This is tough with like my stupid professional life. You know what I'm actually going to do? I'm actually just going to copy the edges right here. You know, like a puzzle where you build the edges first? I'm just going to kind of do that. And hope that that will slab. It does. Sweet. I think Doomjin will be a big success as big a success as you have time for. The West March website I think could do great on its own. The Skiot, not so much if you're doing it for money. What is that word? SCIOT, the Skiot. But the oh, so like yeah, Steve-O's Gaming Dungeon, it just doesn't line up. I would love to play, and like I really liked running West March stuff. I didn't have to commit a ton of time. You know, it was like a fun little encounter, like so I could do as much or as little story as I wanted. I feel like I ran some fun sessions. I got to build a little bit in Talespire, and it wasn't like a massive, massive, massive commitment. And I love that players posted, that I could post like, here's my event, like, hey, I have an hour on this day, like during lunch hour or something like that, and like people could sign up or not or whatever. I thought that was really fucking cool. Bop, bop. Okay, so the whole goal of this is to try to figure out how high up I would need to place the castle. And actually, I don't know the module. Wait, does the modules show? It might actually say how far down it is. Where's the catacombs? Okay, here's the catacombs. Up 70 feet to map 11K12. Map 11K 12. Up 70 feet to map 11. Okay, 72. So 70 feet to K72. K71, K72. These stairs. So secret stairs go down. So there's 70 feet between the bottom of these stairs, which are the third stairs from the left from the circular thing. Third stair from the left from the circular thing. Okay, so here's a circular thing. So here, so 70 feet up. 70 feet up, and we should connect to the northwest corner of... God. I've opened so many of these. One sec here. Close. What is your gaming time? I mean, hey, thanks for the lurk, Drowning Fish. I mean, 9 to midnight. You know, 9 to midnight. On the days that I can do it. I've been trying to join a D&D game. One dude that I applied for considers himself a professional DM. Okay. First thing he had me do is introduce my character. I wanted to play rogues. That's the character I created. Immediately after I finished introducing my character, he declined me. He said he hates rogues. Doesn't know how to RP with them. Doesn't know... What? He declined... Why didn't he tell you not to play a rogue if he's, like, triggered by rogues? How could you have known? Okay, north is this way. So K72. Here. Okay, I'm thinking K72 is at the bottom of this, right? Somewhere. K72. Fuck me. Castle Ravenloft is insane. It's a straight stairway down. It's not a spiral stairway down. K72 north. North is was like this. There's a secret door. You. It's here, right? Is this the room? There's a room with a circle in it. And then you go left one. Left up, left up. Stairs are going down though. Okay, a room with circular shit in it. Where's the room with circular shit? Room with a circle on the floor. Left. It's not the right one. Map up 40 feet to map. So there's like multiple stairways going up here, right? Larders of Ill Omen. Map 12. What the fuck? I don't know where these are supposed to connect. Unless... And it can't be that they're up higher, right? It can't be that, like... Oh, maybe it's on the second floor. No. Dude, this place is scary. There's this... That's gotta be here, right? Dude, this is... Okay, wait. Right there. See that? We've got stairs going down right here. What the fuck? What the fuck is... Dude, I do not know the Castle Ravenloft map. I don't know what floor this Larders is. Okay, this is the... Dude, Black Wolf Magic, what's up? I'm trying to make... Oh, actually, Black Wolf, you need to help me. You need to help me. So... I need to know... Welcome, everybody. In case you don't know, Black Wolf Magic, who just rated us, is the person who did a lot of the detail for this map. And so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to figure out how high I need to move the castle in order to actually be able to put the fucking like lower dungeons actually underneath it. Like, I mean, really, it's just an experiment, right? But I need to know. This connects to room 72. And I'm like drowning here trying to figure out where the fuck that is. So here's the room with all the pillars. I found this stairway. K72 goes to 79, and then it goes up at an angle like that, right? And it goes to K72, which is this room. But I can't find this room in this one. I don't know where room 72 is. It's to the northwest of a room that has like a circle in it. And I assume it's on like the bottom floor somewhere, right? Because we have this stairway going up. Is it the secret right here and you didn't, and it's just not on your map or something? I don't know, I'm super confused. Unless it connects to a higher floor and not the bottom floor. Which I don't know, might be a thing. I can't get any point of reference anywhere. It's just breaking my brain. K18. Where does K18 go? Okay, so there's a spiral. So one of the spirals next to some kegs goes down to it. Can I find a spiral next to some kegs? Unless I've got my cardinal directions fucked up. Here's a little spiral down. No kegs in sight. Here's a dining room. Dining room with an organ. Okay, so at least now I've seen... No. Kegs? I'm looking... Here's a big spiral, a little spiral. And then we have these double stairs. I remember seeing double stairs... Follow the big stair. Which big stairs? There's like 50 big stairs. Here's some big stairs. Okay, here's the dining room with an organ. And that is definitely not on the map that I'm looking at right now. So it's probably a floor below that. Whoa. But I can't be, though. It must be on a floor higher than this. Sorry. Okay, so here is steep stairs going up here. And then I have this. This is the only thing that kind of makes sense that goes down, and it's not a secret. But apparently, I mean, it's the secret in this map. But see how this says north? North is that way. If north is that way, this is like the opposite of correct. If this is supposed to be the stairway going down to that particular stairway, it's like facing the wrong way, and so I don't think that it would be. Doesn't look like there's any other way to actually to access this. To get here, you have to come down and then go down again. You have to come down, and then go down again. No? Up 30 feet to rubble blockage, then 10 feet past rubble to map 3. The fuck is map 3? Map 3 main floor. Dining room with organ. Goes out to big stairs here. Down 10 feet to new wall. Okay, so this, the big one, opposite, where, okay, now I've got to find my organ again. Organ. First floor organ. There you are. Okay, so there's going to be a little spiral here, which is not what we're after. Then there's another one. Then there's this big one. Wait, hang on. Wait. Hang on. Organ, dining room, big circle going down. 80 feet to map 12. Map 12 catacombs. So it goes to here, the one in the middle. All right, I think I got it. And I'll know in a second if these are facing the right way. They are. So that is going to come down to here, which if we go grab that from the Undercroft, will tell me. This guy is the bottom of that. And I'm wondering how much of this I can grab. Whether I can slab that. Yes, I can. Sweet. Because it is 80 feet. It's 80 feet. So welcome everybody. I'm Demon Gun. This is Talespire. Although if you came from Black Wolf Magic stream, I imagine you know all about this shit. And I'm just kind of playing around, honestly. I think I can delete. I'm just gonna delete the leftmost pillar there. I'm just playing around to see what it would be like to place the undercroft actually underneath the castle interior. Whether that's feasible. And I think it kind of is. Imagine that's supposed to be lined up or something. It probably does a shimmy. And so I think it is 80 feet above this, right? K18. Up 30 feet to rubble blockage, then 10 feet past rubble to map 3. But going down to K18 from map 3. Down 10 feet to new wall, down past wall 80 feet to map 12. So 10 feet down is a wall, and then it's another 80 feet down. So first off, this one up here actually needs to be walled off. So not only do we need to raise this up, but we need to make sure that it's actually walled off at some point. It might be. Yeah, so it's got to wait, what? Walled off. That's not what they meant by walled off, is it? They walled off the entrance to the... Is that what they mean by down 10 feet to new wall? I'd need to actually read the room description, but it looks like they'd go down 10 feet and it would like they blocked off the stairwell. And then you'd have to keep going past the stairwell. I don't know that they meant down 10 feet to... I guess they go to map 4. It's still going. Check it out. It's still going. Still going. Down to here. Up 30 feet to rubble blockage. So I did not see any rubble blockage. But okay, then we go here. Anyway, so I think it's a good... It's got to be 80 feet above that, right? Ooh, man, what a weird fucking map. There's a crack in the wall. It's past the wall. So it's a total of 90 feet. Assuming I'm reading it correctly. $30, $40, $50, $60, $70, $80, $90. So this 90 feet here is canon. Right? So this is the minimum height to actually have the stairwell line up like it's supposed to be. Not that in anyone's right mind you'd actually fucking do that. So the whole castle would have to come up to about here, assuming you didn't want extra space. That was the thing of, this thing was a bit of a nightmare. I can't imagine how Udi didn't go bonkers trying to map it out. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just curious. So if you look, okay, so here's the plan, Black Wolf Magic. If you look at the map, the castle is just like they took a fucking mountain spire and cut the top off and put the castle on it. And so, what I would actually like to do is raise it up and actually do that with it. And have like a piece of land that comes up to whatever the towers are here, or whatever like the road or whatever it's supposed to be. And I just went and grabbed the bridge from Solinka Pass and dropped it in here. But like where the drawbridge goes to those two gate towers, and you can just over here could be fucking deleted, right? This is just supposed to represent the two towers that are in the map or whatever. And maybe see if Baldrax can use his terrain generator. If I can give him the dimensions of the castle, and then have him generate a spire for us. And I think if we start the castle at this height, you know, it'd be a place to start, right? Just a thought. So now what I'm going to do is crash the shit out of Talespire. Yeah. So I'm going to set that to the build height of however many feet. I'm going to select me a block that I think is actually going to be on the build plane at the right height that I set the height to, right? Correct? It should be right fucking underneath it. It is. Now things are going to get weird. Okay, it is right on F2, right? It's really close, but it's not perfect. Fuck you. It's off by a... Shit, I can't tell if I'm up or not. I think that's right. That's an Udiism. There it is. Now, fucking brace yourselves. If my stream crashes, it's because this thing is huge. Will this be able to play the map without hype mods? Black Wolf Magic, there are not hype mods. There are no hype mods anymore. We don't need them. They built a feature in here where you can go to your campaign and board settings, and you just set in what the top is. So I've just went in and I punched in 900 feet. Hey, I'm going to change it to 1200 feet, and it changes my max height. Right? Right? Okay, folks. If this crashes my stream, you'll know why, because this thing's fucking huge. So I'm going to move this with my ghetto mountainsides. And I'm going to place it on my little blocks there. That technically makes it high enough that I could put the undercrop underneath it if I chose to. I've moved it before and it didn't crash anything. So we'll see. But this would tell us how much distance Baldrax has to work with. Like, I can tell him it'd be really cool if the mountain was at a grade of whatever and you have this many feet. And then we can actually turn on the... okay, God. Here we go. Are you ready? Give it a sec. Just give it a moment. Are you still with me? Go away. I don't want it on my cursor anymore. Please go away. Please get off my fucking cursor. Don't wiggle. Don't wiggle. The wiggle is what crashes Talespire. Please stop. I think we did it. We fucking did it. So now we get this bitch up here. We turn on mega atmospheric fog. We lift this shit up. We have it actually look like a calm fog? I don't know. We have there be enough distance down here, you know, like with Solenka Pass, where if you have enough mountain going down, you know what I mean, it like looks cool as shit. Down into the mist, you know what I mean? Like, you know. Like that. Only have it be like, you know, cooler. I was maxing out on my Japanese castle map, so it'll be helpful. I found a map with colored strings that try to connect the stairwells, but it's difficult to read because it was too small. Did you remove the lighting? I did. I removed all the hide volumes before I moved it. Actually, I moved it and then I deleted them all. They're all going to need to be redone along with the tokens and stuff, but I mean, it is what it is. So, I think if we do something like this, and then we have a, where can I get a really fucking quick, like a mountaintop or grasslands. Actually, there's mine. Is mine a slab or is mine a, I need a slab, not a board. Grassland tiles, no. I don't see nickel. I just need some, like, a chunk of grassland. Anything? Oh, here we go. 25 roads and landmarks. Yeah, sure. Actually, fuck it. Here, yeah. Here we go. Conceptually, you know what I'm after, right? I mean, I don't know how steep this is actually supposed to be, like, in... Dude, I can never see what the handles are. Fucking hell, come on. There it is. Jeez. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the approach looks like, but I mean, you kind of get it. Actually, I could go to, yeah, let's talk grassy sloping bullshit. Oh, I can't fucking see. There's just like sepia tone stuff. Can I slap that? I can. And then I need just like a big chunk. Here? Whew. So, folks who are here, welcome. I'm Demon Gun. This is Talespire. Recently we had a revamp of the Patreon. The Patreon's restructured such that we're going to be producing a monthly YouTube video, the content of which is decided by patrons. I'll also be writing a monthly article, which is basically the script of said YouTube video. Additionally, we're going to go back to our roots and we're going to be publishing a monthly encounter board. You know, the biome and all that stuff selected by the viewership. And that's where I think we're going to start. That's where we started with the Patreon and like with, you know, the Curse of Strahd boards and some other stuff. And then we pivoted to 5e publications because we loved the idea of residual passive income. Like we work super hard to publish some 5e PDFs that, you know, over time people buy without us actually having to like do any more work, right? And so we pivoted to do that, and we worked on that really hard for nearly a year. And we didn't ever really have any success at it, but we didn't really expect to. Like it takes a long time to have a product backlog big enough to really, you know, entice people to basically to like buy your shit. Our big payday would have been our next Kickstarter. That would have been kind of our big payoff in regards to doing the OGL stuff. And as you can probably understand, all the OGL stuff that came out, where Wizards got super sketchy and was basically like, we're going to make it so all third-party content is our content, and we're going to use it without any... Specifically, the language said, and there can be no denying what their fucking intention was, despite what they say. Oh, we didn't mean to say that we could take your stuff and then use it and publish it without giving you any royalties, despite literally that's what it said. And so basically we can't do it. We can't stomach the idea of even working on this for like 10 years and then suddenly having Wizards change their mind after all of the CEOs at Wizards are replaced by robots. And so we are pivoting back away from 5e production, which really, really pains us. To be specific, we are shying away from, you know, publications where you'd have to like go to DriveThruRPG and like buy this stuff. We still have lots of cool ideas, but we're just gonna publish it to Patreon. You know, if we have a cool idea for a boss, we're just gonna have it on our website where you authenticate with Patreon, and given your tier level, have access to, you know, whatever kind of horse shit we're writing. But we're not gonna do the official like DriveThruRPG publications, or we might do a DM's Guild. We already wrote an adventure for Curse of Strahd, like a Curse of Strahd based adventure, so I think we're actually going to publish that. But that'll likely be kind of the last thing in that regards. But we're pivoting back to free content again, until we kind of figure out what our next thing is gonna be. We don't know what it is. It's probably gonna, like, I don't know, I'm gonna try doing the Doomjin thing. We'll publish this DM's Guild Curse of Strahd adventure, and who fucking knows, it might be really successful, and then, you know, despite the threat from Wizards of the Coast, we might actually do okay, even if they take 50% or whatever. I don't know. So just to make you all aware that at the Patreon you can be expecting kind of like YouTube videos and some other kind of free shit until we figure out what to make that we feel like justifies, you know, charging money for. There you go. Maybe put this in Talespire. Mm-hmm. Oh, we already have that. We already have this. I don't know if you've seen it or not. Watch, you go to vttjourney.com. You go to GM Tools, and then you go to 5e Encounter Charts. Catacombs Encounters. Look at this. Bang. And we also already have Talespire maps too. Yeah, we've already done these. We've already done these. Grasslands encounters. Yeah. We literally already have this Fizz. And we already have tokens too. This is why we made the 5e creature token database at oh, it's not here. We moved it to Tails tab. I gave it to Mad basically. So if you go to tools, the 5e creature blueprint database. We've already, yeah, we did this Fizz. We don't have hundreds of maps, of course, but we've got what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have about 12 maps, 12 encounter maps. I don't know how many are at Tails Tavern. We have them at Patreon right now, but I haven't copied them over to Tails Tavern yet. We're going to. Encounter Vault. Yeah, so these are all of our, we have our encounter charts and we have our encounter board. Yeah, we have all these random encounters, Fizz, like literally. I think most of them are from Xanthars too. Yeah, I mean we've got, dude, the coastal encounters one was fucking dope. Love this one. The goal is to get these over to Tails Tavern. We haven't yet though. And this Pirate Cove map was really cool. We had a lot of fun with this one. I think people really liked it. It had one of our best. Oh, and it has all the tokens already set up and everything. And actually, now that you have the group, you have like the group select stuff. You can just like group select all 10, goblins and drag them over or whatever. But right now, only patrons have access to this. But I need to get it transitioned to Tails Tavern. Or yeah. I mean, I think we're just gonna do that. There's no, it feels weird to be like, yeah, you have to be like a such and such a level patron in order to get this, and then don't have it at Tails Tavern, because someone could just re-upload it, and we don't even want to deal with that. If it's that easy to copy paste a Talespire board, it's just not the right medium to try to lock anything down. So why fucking bother? Which is why we don't mind with encounter boards, because an encounter board is like, it's like maybe 10 hours of work, something like that. But like a 5e adventure where we make an adventure board, we write the PDF, we get the artwork, we do the publication, like we do all of that stuff. It sucks. Or I mean, sorry, it doesn't suck. That is something that I feel justified in being like, if you want this, it's like $2. You know what I mean? Like, we work really fucking hard on this, and it's above and beyond, just the Talespire map. So I don't actually know what the terrain would look like where this mountain would connect. Is there concept art for it? Castle Ravenloft Balanok concept art. I'm sure there is, right? Let's go look at it together. This is the one that I used for my the Kickstarter, I think. Ooh, look at this one. Look at the bridge. There's like a big bridge on this one. This has like this old muddy road that leads up to it. Yeah, James RPG Art, huge shout out to them. Look at this one. Oh, that's fucking cool. Look at that. That's an idea. That's a fucking cool idea. This is on kind of the same. the same vein, where it's just like gigantic spires all around and then it in the middle. Leaf, have you seen the original map? I know Hackmaster has a spoof based on the original map. Yeah, so this is the original map that we're trying to work from here. Like it is literally the original map. But it doesn't have a lot from like the outside. So I'm trying to get a sense of if we were to take Castle Ravenloft and actually put it on a mountain spire, what would this board look like? Like what would this terrain be like over here? Like I've got it kind of like this, like there's a grassy area or something, but maybe, I mean, that probably doesn't make sense given the shit that I just saw. It might make more sense for there to be a it almost makes more sense for there to be, I mean, actually it's exactly the same as Salinka Pass, where you know, you've got like the road. You've got a road that goes right here, and then over here you've got this like big, like a giant spire of fuck you rocks. You know what I mean? Like here's your mountain, like that, and then your road kind of goes up right here. It's very, very similar to both Salinka Pass and Amber Temple at that point. So maybe that's not the greatest way to go. Actually, I feel like you can just grab the Siege of the Mountain Temple mountain and just drop it right here. Did they use the same temple for 5e? Yeah. Yeah, right, as game they did. Like the stone arch or long causeway leading in. I like that too. I like that too, more so than the drawbridge. Or that like there's still the drawbridge, but there's like the long, like there's an archway leading to the two towers or something. Also, what's up, Bright Eyes Game? How are things? And good to see you, League Leap. But like this, where you have like the stone. Or like, yeah, like the narrow. This isn't true to the map though. Like the map definitely has like a 50-foot thing. You know what I mean? What is this? Oh, deviant art? Yeah, it's kind of cool. We're mucking about with the AI while hanging out here. Nice. My work is all up and in ChatGPT. I work in test automation. I'm a product owner for a bunch of test automation libraries and stuff. But like, you know, trying to train our users on Cucumber and being like, hey, you know, you can just use ChatGPT to write it for you. Oh, that's a sick one too. Sick. Yeah, I feel like I need to get with Haim and kind of brainstorm what the exterior should look like. There should be an exterior. Okay, so let's talk about a crisis of faith. Let's talk about a pretty massive crisis of faith that's going on like deep in my soul right now. We have been working on this Kickstarter. The trees and rocks would be good for lead up. Yeah, the stone bridge. Yeah. I mean, there's so many cool ideas for this. But so we've been working on this for a long time. Like last April, we didn't even work on Castle Ravenloft or Ginvis Hole. Like that was all Black Wolf Magic and Udi. And just putting together the adventures and publishing the adventures, and not really like no one really bought them or anything. I mean, people technically bought them for the Kickstarter, but all the money went to the builders and stuff. And so we've been putting in like literally thousands of hours, and we're just tired. We're like tired and burned out. And you know, we had the pretty big falling out with the Talespire devs. Well, I mean, we fell out with them. I don't think they gave a shit about us. But, you know, the dev stream where they were kind of shitty, right? Like, we just lost a lot of motivation at that point. We basically just stopped working on everything. Because, I mean, we had life stuff going on. Like, my son was getting older, and Haim had a kid too. And, really like trying to stay motivated. And the last two dev streams have been really good, but we still aren't back to where we were when we really gave a shit. And so with Castle Ravenloft, so we finally finished our Ginvis Holt, which I mean, oddly enough, it only took like 10 hours worth of work. And I just couldn't, I mean, I would go to work, and then when I was done, it was like, dude, do I want to go do this? You know, do I want to go do this, or do I want to play Rust, or do I want to relax? Or, you know, I'm working on East Coast time now, and so it's been nearly impossible to get motivated to work on it. And so the question with Castle Ravenloft is like, you know, what's not cool? What's not cool is, you know, we have this giant work of art here that just needs a little bit more done before we could publish it. But if we're gonna have the same problem trying to motivate ourselves to do 10 hours of work, we should just publish it as is. Right, but at the point where we just publish it as is, and Haim and I both agree like what needs to happen to really like go the extra mile, right? Like Castle Ravenloft on a board, flat on a board, people could use it, right? But it's not the like, holy fuck, this is the end. Like, this is Castle Ravenloft. No one in their right mind is ever gonna do this shit again to this extent ever. And that's like our MO. And so we're having this pretty huge crisis of faith trying to motivate ourselves to maintain our own high quality of standard in order to like have it be what we know it could be. And so anyway, like we're seriously kind of struggling right now with like, should we just push the button, you know, or should we do these extra things? And as you can tell, like as I'm in here, I mean, I have a vision for this. Like, I see this up on a giant mountaintop. I see the interior underneath it. And, you know, probably, like, maybe there's hide volumes, maybe not. Because with this, it's just ahead of its time. And I'm fine writing something that says, hey, look, this map's ahead of its time. I can't do hide volumes on it because, I mean, giant fucking circular towers. Like, what do you want me to do with that? We would have to deviate so far from the original spirit of the map in order to make it work with hide volumes that I just don't think it's the right thing to do. I think the right thing to do is be like, hey, we might come back to this in a year when they have Fog of War, you know, or when we can have circular hide volumes, or literally fucking any other tool than what we've got in hide volumes, because they're just fucking impossible to work with. So I don't know, really, I'm just venting to all of you as far as like honestly where we're at with this. I have a vision for it, and it's just a matter of can we follow through? And it really, Haim really would be extremely we had a talk today. He'd be really disappointed if we published it without doing our part of it. You know, where Udi finishes and then we take it and we do that extra thing that VTTJ does. He would feel very bad about it. But I'm at a point where it's like, I think we might have to do it for our own like mental health, you know, just like cut our losses and walk away. Like just mentally and spiritually, just let it fucking go that it's not going to be perfect. And that's currently where I'm at. He's like, you can make the decision. I'll go either way with it. It's fine, you know, and that's where I'm currently at, like, despite, like, kind of doing these cool things and, like, figuring out how I kind of want it to be, I still don't know if we're gonna. I think, I question sometimes whether our users, like the end users that get the map, would give a shit, right? If we could hand over, here is the castle interior, here are the castle catacombs, and have them all be, like, 90% happy, you know, the extra work that we would put in to make it like this, you know, gorgeous piece of art, that extra 10% that people might not even give a fuck about, it's just tough, you know. You think it needs terrain? I think it does too. And I mean, Udi would have done it had he been able to change the height when he was building it. So anyway, there you go. That's like what I'm feeling in my heart of hearts. Maybe make a large dining room table so it looks like this is a giant prop on. Oh, dude's sick. Anyway, yeah, that's what's going on in my heart of heart. In my heart of hearts. And I apologize if you're, you know, not here for that shit. You're here for put brick on brick, but you know. Sometimes you don't get what you want. You get what I need. So I think this height is more or less correct. I think we could wiggle it under there. And if I had to cut this and move it up and do that again, it wouldn't be that difficult to do. Yeah. Venting with demon. Yeah. Really. Really, really. I mean, I think, oh dude, I think this could be something. I really think this could be something. Hey, thank you very much for the follow. The what? The Tarot Gamer. Welcome, welcome. Let me know if you have any questions. Udi and I are the same mind. This board is art. This is a part of our legacy. We didn't want to use stock assets wherever possible because we wanted it to be really special. Yeah, and I mean, a part of this Black Wolf Magic is like, you know, can we write up a bunch of stuff and go back to Udi with it and be like, yeah, we need these changes, and actually they're really gonna suck, you know, and whether Udi's gonna freak out, you know, is it should we just do it, you know, should we let Udi do it? Yeah. Yeah, so those are just the kinds of questions that we're mulling over. Haim's not done. He's still going through the room by room descriptions and providing feedback and a bunch of other stuff. And I'll probably show this to him and kind of explain my vision to him and see what he says. And we'll try to probably recruit Baldrax and show this to him and give him the dimensions or give him a copy of the board and see what he can do with it. Because he can click generate some stuff that's just, you know, will fucking shock you. Yeah. The Tarot Gamer, so how accessible is this for poor creators? The core program is very limited, so where can I get free assets because I cannot afford any sub? Okay, so the Tarot Gamer. Welcome to Talespire. Talespire is basically specifically designed for you, someone who buys it, to get like an infinite number of fucking free boards. So my friend Mad Wizard, his name's Dawn, he owns TalesTavern.com, and right now I think there's 6,616 slabs that are totally free, that in one click you can have in your game. For example, Arginvistholt. Actually, I can just show it to you. I just published this today. I ran a Kickstarter last April, and where's my? I have Arginvistholt. Full hide volumes revealed. So, in one click, you can get this entire map in your game. You just click it, and you just have it for free, for nothing. Give it a moment. It's a big one. This is Arginvistholt. It's a big fucking castle. And you just click it, and it shows up in your game, and like you have this entire map. There are many, many builders like myself that put hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours in, so that you don't have to. So I have built, oh man, what all have I done? I primarily do Curse of Strahd stuff, so I've done Bone Grinder. I can show you the list. I've done Bone Grinder, Arginvis Hold. Although Udi did Arginvis Hold, I just did some hide volume stuff. I've done a bunch of adventure boards. There's Yester Hill, that's by Baldrax. Walker How, I mean, like thousands of free shit. And it's not just slabs. So for example, if you're looking for a Titan, there are builders like Brother Hannon that basically make like what I'd call like a sculpture. Okay, so say you want a boss fight, and you want your boss fight to be on this hill, and you want them to fight a giant fucking Dune Titan. Okay, here you go. You've got it. It's for free. I highly recommend becoming a patron for some of these folks, because inherently, by design, basically you can't lock it down. Like you can't. I mean, you can't really sell a Talespire board because that's how easy it is to get it. And so, say this is your party and you're fighting this fucking Dune Titan, and you want to cast a spell on the Dune Titan. I mean, you can't because it's a creature, but you could make something that represented its hit points or something, like we have a little construct or something. Elemental? Is there like a rock? Okay, so I'll put this rock elemental back here, and it can represent, this creature's like hit points and shit. And so I would go like right click attack, and I'm gonna shoot a magic missile. Meow, shoot a magic missile. Bam. Maybe you want to shoot a laser beam. Shoot a red laser. Pew pew pew. Are there other ones? Green laser. There you go. So yes, Talespire is very good if you want to spend $25 and have like infinite numbers of shit. It also integrates with Hero Forge. Can I undo my way? Can I undo my way? There we go. It integrates with Hero Forge. You can spend $7 to get a Hero Forge token and have it show up in the game. Yep. Yeah, you can't make your own props yet. But say I want to make blades of grass or an ice wall or a spike trap. If you want a spike trap, you go here and you type in spike, and you find the spike trap, and you put the spike trap down. There you go. This is not a 3D modeling software, right? This is not like Maya. This is not like Unity. Others do not do it, the Terror Gamer. So what I showed you was a sculpture. This thing is made piece by fucking piece by a builder. Every little piece of this thing, he built it. It's a sculpture, right? Does that make sense what I just did? I make stuff you cannot find in the game. What? I don't think I could parse that. You're just piecing together somebody else's modded creation, or did you make it yourself outside the game? I'm confused. Okay, so someone else made the Dune Titan. They made the Dune Titan. They went to this website, Tales Tavern, and they published their Dune Titan here. And so I can go here and click this and then bring it in. Have you imported custom assets? If so, do they export import when the link is shared? We click together make features and post it online. Okay, so a custom asset. So if you ask someone to make you a custom token, so say you go Gone Splitter. Gone Splitter is colorizing a bunch of MZ4250's stuff, right? A bunch of his tokens. If I have a board and it has a bunch of those tokens in it when I publish it, when you publish a board and someone imports it, it gets all the tokens, it gets all the GM blocks, it gets all that stuff, right? The problem is when you import it, they aren't going to have those assets. And so they're actually going to show up as that little like weird ghost the ghost thing right as game. The answer is you have no clue what program they use to do so, etc., and bring it into the program. I know some people use Unity. Some people use Maya. Some people, I don't, go to the modding Discord. So in the modding Discord, which I highly recommend if you're wanting to create your own 3D models to bring into the game as tokens, like you want to build the Tarask or something, I don't know what you want to do. Then you want to go to the modding Discord, and there's like a whole channel just for that. And they have walkthroughs for it. There's like the Tailweaver not official custom content channel, where it's people asking, how do I do this? What program do people use? All that stuff. Oh, you probably can't see it because my resolution's so fucking tiny. But yeah, Fizz has got the Discord link for it. You're a complete noob, messed around a bit, just hope there was a button I was missing, create X. No. So the Terror Gamer, the closest that you can get is if you go to Hero Forge. If you go to Hero Forge, and you have to fucking pay for. And you create a token at Hero Forge for like your character. That you just go there, click a button, and suddenly like you've got it in the game, right? Like I have this and you don't. But it's like, it's like $7 or some shit. So you can do the create X button, but it costs you money. Or you can go learn how to do 3D modeling in Maya or Blender or what the fuck ever you want to do. But you can also go to the Discord and do commissions. I know there for a while, HoloFox was commissioning, like Pokemon models for $10 a piece or something like that. No problem, the Terror Gamer. I'm actually getting ready to log off. It's late for me now. Oh, it's late for me now. I have early meetings and stuff tomorrow. I'm presenting tomorrow, so I can't just crawl out of bed and join the meeting. I have to like prep and stuff. But I think this is a bit inspiring, just seeing what this has the potential to be. You know what I mean? So I'll talk with Haim about it and see what he says. See if we've got the energy to try to remain dedicated. This is really impressive. We'll have to talk to Udi to see how much work he's comfortable doing after we send him the feedback document. Oh, hey, what's up, Udi? Check this out. What do you think, yo? Thank you very much, the Terror Gamer. I highly recommend the Death House Expanded map. Death House Expanded is so much easier to use than the original Death House. So, Udi, I grabbed a bunch of the below stuff over here to figure out how high I had to move this up. And so theoretically, you could... I think that's where it is. Haim is about done with his pass on the document. And there are lots of changes. You know, where the stairs going down stop, mainly because I don't think you had I mean, at the time, you couldn't change the height of the height of it, right? And so this would go this way. So it'll go kind of down there like that or something, basically. If you manage to figure out where it like lines up. Oops. Stop. Stop. No. That is madness. Dude, it's handling it just fine. My computer doesn't give a shit. I mean, I'm way up in the stratosphere and it's just like, meh, whatever. So the point is, I think we can have the castle. I have a vision. Udi, and I think that we can do it. I kind of want to do. This is just like this is sort of kind of what I'm looking at, but basically giving the dimensions of the castle, the upper and lower parts to Baldrax, and then having him do a terrain generator around it to try to meet some of this concept art that we've been looking at. With the trees maybe, or something like this, you know what I mean? And so that's kind of where my mind is right now. It's kind of focusing on the big exterior. And of course, no one would play on this. This would be this is the art piece. And then when you actually get to play, okay, now you're in the top, or you're in the bottom, or you're in the whatever the slabs make sense, Do it for the news article. Most blocks placed on a board, yeah. The full dungeon and castle on the same board and the exterior. Udi, that's what I want to shoot for. And I think we can. I think it can happen. I was looking at it, and you can fit 4 amber temples in those walls right there. That's how big this fucking thing is. There is a problem in that the Undercroft was built on another board. And so in order to bring it in, you have to slab it out in slabbed chunks. And so I just did a very, very rough kind of chunking it out just to get the height right, to figure out how high this would need to be. But if you actually went through and systematically brought it over and put it together on the same board, that'd be fucking crazy. In this little castle, does this look little? Here, the Tarot Gamer, let me show you. This is not little. Here, I'll show you. You want to see scale? This is the biggest fucking map I've ever seen. That is your player token. This is you. Yes, this is fucking huge. It just looks all crazy small because I'm zoomed out and it looks tilt shifted or something. I don't fucking know. But these hallways alone are massive. This doorway is massive. So when we zoom out like this, it's unbelievably large. It's to scale. This is actually scale Castle fucking Ravenloft. It's nutty. And even in the catacombs, when you go to the catacombs, this is how big the catacomb walls are. It's like Moria, dude. It's nuts. Yeah. I was just super zoomed out. Yes. And that's where, just because I was just working at that level to try to paint the diorama that is Castle Ravenloft, right? And then some of the crypts have drops of 40 plus feet, so it'd have to be taken. Yeah, totally. No. It's just funny. So just to let you know, the scope of what's going on on this thing, in some rooms there are more pieces in one room than in some entire maps. Like, okay, so this room with like this little like diorama in the floor. Each one of those little angles is a table, right? Each one of these little things is another item clipped in. Udi built the floor in here. This floor was hand built by these pieces of wood. That's unreal. This is not how you're supposed to use this program. Like, this is, I mean, normally when you build a floor, it's like you build tiles, like you build like with Legos, you know, like, you know, that's how you build a floor. But no, Udi went in and systematically like made the wooden fucking floors and like the rim around the rooms too. It's just nuts. Well, Udi and Black Wolf Magic. But I mean, it's yeah. There are more props or assets in this one room than some like, you know, whoever first made, like I made my first tavern and like little village. There's more in that one room than in an entire large map. Magic did that? Yeah. Don't tell me what I'm allowed to do. Yeah. I remember so badly did some of the wood flooring. Oh, funny. Nope. Nern's load times are not bad considering some other VTTs. Like even this one, I can show you how long it takes. I don't know if it's cached or not. Here, I can close that Talespire. Load times are not bad. Loads in 10 seconds, yeah. I don't think it'll take 10 seconds. So the thing is, it's so little data. It's so little data. It's like, you know, a 2 meg JSON file. It's not much data. The time spent is really like your computer like loading and rendering and all the shit. But what it actually takes to like comprise a map does not take long. There it goes. Chunk. There you go. That's how long it takes. And then if we switch over to the actual map that I'm working on, you could not have built this on a bam. Well, then there's that. I think this loaded so fast because... Oh. It had already loaded the assets from the other one that were basically the same. No, they had a couple of efficiency iterations where this would have just like crashed shit. I wonder if it did load that fast because all the assets, a majority of the assets were already loaded from the first castle. I don't know. I should rename this though. Current castle refactor. How do they pack all the textures and item sets into a tiny data file? The plane is infinite. The plane's not infinite. It's like 30 miles or something. Yeah. Scale model in Minecraft now. They already have a ton of tools for automating shit in Talespire. Actually, I'm surprised that those haven't got more love. Like the Don John's, the one that took a Don John's one-room map and turned it into a Talespire board. I don't think that works anymore. I think I tried it and it didn't work. There's the link at Tales Tavern was broken. A slab tool. Where's the tools? I feel like I tried this and it didn't work. It's not the generator. Dungeon layout generator. Didn't work anymore. There's like a random force. Yeah, I can't. This is like dead. Yeah, it died. That sucks, because that was a cool tool. Hey, I'm at the top! Woohoo! Udi's on here too. Nerd Central. Grimbeard. So there is a random force generator still, right? What? It's dead too? D20armyknife.com is dead. It probably broke after some update and they never fixed it. That sucks. Huh. I put money on it. You would have to watch RAM use as you load up. I mean, my RAM use isn't my RAM. I have like 16 gigs of RAM, which I don't think that's a lot anymore. Right? Oh, God damn it. I've forgotten how to check my system shit. Have I seriously? It's like about this computer. System. Is there just like an about? Yeah, about. Oh, I have 32 gigs of RAM. But I mean, I have an i9, so there's that. You know what I might actually try? A video stream podcast or upload where I download the entire Straw campaign and play all the characters and party and DM myself with all the voices. Oh, you meant VRAM. Yeah. System info. I have a GTX 3070. I think. Yeah. Control Shift Escape. Keep in mind, I'm also streaming in 2K. Right? Like, so it loaded in 24 seconds while my machine is also streaming in 2K. So keep that in mind. Please. So my computer right now, not a great benchmark for the standard person. Have you heard, well, I'm sure you haven't heard of Skyden and Rennick? So Skyden and Rennick, it's like this, I think it's this dude and his mom. And they run, so they used Talespire, and they had just like a one-on-one campaign, and they just like recorded it. And it was really fucking funny. Super funny. Actually, they have their Patreon, right? Patreon, Skyden, and Rennick. I think I might be a patron of theirs. Cinematic adventure videos. So basically, they started with Talespire, and they were just playing like a game. It was just like the two of them, right? And they so they used Talespire to make these movies, basically, and like tell a little story. It was pretty fucking cool. And then after a while, they actually switched to Unreal 5. Because, I mean, they were running into, I don't know if they're like success, but they're having fun doing what they're doing. And they're doing like motion capture stuff now, too. They have 12 patrons, but I think their material's really fucking good. I highly recommend going and watching it. Like, you can tell that they're having a ton of fun. And they have some Talespire tutorial videos too. How to install mods, like I have one of those too, but I think they did theirs must have been after mine, 7 months ago. I think mine's probably like a fucking year ago. If anything, you should watch theirs because their thumbnail is so much better. Their thumbnail game is so strong. I need an AI to tell me how to do my thumbnails. But anyway, Thank you very much for watching, everybody. This is going to be cool. I mean, this is just like the beginning, right? I feel like I should get a screenshot of this right here. Oh, so I will say that I have a plugin that's very, very special. I have a plugin by HoloFox that's called the Max Draw Distance plugin. So what I'm seeing right now is not possible without a plugin. There's actually an inherent limitation on like how far you can see before Talespire just like culls what you're seeing, because it thinks if you're looking that far away, then your user experience is going to be bad. And so HoloFox made me a plugin where I can plug in, you know what, show me 10,000 units of whatever the units are. And so this view is actually not possible unless you also have that plugin. So it's a combination of they increase the height slider thing, and then also that I have that plugin that I can do what I'm doing right here, just to be like super transparent. I'm gonna take a screenshot. I don't know where I'm gonna put this. My Discord. Also, if you want to talk to me, Discord. Is there any advantage to you if you watch on YouTube versus Twitch? I don't think so. Honestly, I'm more likely to talk back to you if you're talking to me on Twitch than YouTube, just because I just don't monitor it. I'll get like one message every, like, sometimes Genghis will jump in. Sometimes Genghis will jump in and like say something to me in YouTube. But I don't think there's a difference right now anyway. Would a playable map work with it or not? Would a playable map... My YouTube stream is nearly 1 second ahead of Twitch. I'm not surprised, honestly. YouTube has their shit together, yo. So there is a plugin called Image to Plane plugin, which I can show you. Oh god, is it F2? No. What's the... shit. What's the button to do... F1? Watch this. Okay, open... Oh god, can I do this without fucking breaking all my shit? Oh god, where's my Dropbox drive? Hang on, let me show you something. Okay, copy. Maybe that'll work. Fuck. Is there downloads? Can I get to my fucking downloads folder, please? I can get the desktop. How about I'll put it on desktop. Hang on. Yeah, I think it's F1. Okay, so I'm gonna go to my computer, then back to desktop. Okay, wait for it. You have to wait for all the thumbnails to load or it will crash. So wait. Then we gotta find it. Where'd it go? It's gonna be tiny. Oh, it's under the fog. Hang on. Look. Oh, what is that? So there's a plugin that will allow you to just put a map on the ground. So you just put a map on the ground. There you go. F2 makes it go away. And so what I can do... Here, I'll make all this stuff kind of go away so it's easier to see. What you can do, if you don't want to build a Talespire map, If you don't want to build a Talespire map, you can go here. You can go to the sewers. Actually, let's not do the sewers because it's huge fucking crap. Let's do sewers because it's the only one that I got available right now. Media, ADV4 maps, chamber. Jesus Christ. Final published maps. Are there any unzipped maps, please? Oh, incarnate. Here we go. Sure. Let's do cistern with notations. Let's do this one. Copy this. Go to desktop. Main tunnel sewers is the name of it. Open local board. Desktop. Let it load. F3 is to change aspect. Don't receive as a gimbal. F2 is to delete the image. Yeah, I mean, it would. I'm here. And then we go to main tunnels, sewers. Bam. So even if you don't want to build a Talespire map, here you go. You can just fucking put your tokens on here. Whatever you want to do. You know, if you want to have them come out in here and you want to have them fight a big giant fucking demon, womp. Against a bunch of barbarians. Yeah, fireball, cast some shit. Nuke 'em, nuke 'em, nuke 'em. And then you can have some, like, you know, buildings or whatever out here. But I mean, yeah, you can totally just play like this. If you're into that kind of thing. Oops. Cancel, please. F2. Yeah, and so if you have that 2D map and you're trying to recreate it in Talespire, you get the sizing right, and then you just lay it all out. That's what I did when I first started with the Amber Temple. And Fizz, yes, you can. You can resize the image. Okay, so in the config for it, Hollow has it set up for you punch in how many pixels scale size. You put in how many pixels square the a square is, and it'll figure its shit out. But you can also, oh yeah, that's right, you can embed a video. So you can so all of those cool people who are publishing animated battle maps, like Benios Battle Maps and some other folks, you can actually have an animated battle map on the bottom of your Talespire board. It's fucking, oh, it's so cool. So cool. I wish I was, you know, playing or actually running a game in Talespire. Yes, you can do a video. Can use that as a base and add 3D. Yeah, legally, if you just start putting walls on it. Resize it, put walls on it, and then when I did the werewolf den, that's what I did when I did the werewolf den. I just traced it. You weren't able to change the size. So Black Wolf Magic, I went into GIMP. I went into GIMP and resized it there until it was perfect. And I don't remember what the numbers were, but I definitely... all of the stuff that I was getting from D&D Beyond, I had to use the same, like, resize ratio. I don't remember what the fuck it was. Well, that was when I was making the Forge of Fury. Okay, I really gotta go this time. Oh wait. Do I still have that screenshot in my clipboard? I do. No, I don't. Fucking hell. Never mind. So I need to get that screenshot again. Dang it. It was so cool. Darkness. Zoom up. What happened to the tower right here? Was that supposed to be like that? Yeah, okay. I thought I fucked it up. go. I did decide the star map I was working on in Photoshop. Yeah, exactly. And I'll send a message to Heim here. At Heim, feel inspired? Question mark. Okay. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. If you want to see me make more progress on this map, definitely give me a follow. If you want to support me, absolutely give me your Prime subs here. But if you really want to support me, I would go to Patreon and subscribe to me at Patreon, where I can actually give you content. I can give you products. I can give you things more than just entertainment. I think my streaming schedule for things like this is going to end up being on Saturdays. It's tough for me to work on things like this after I've worked because I'm working for some East Coast time folks and I'm on the West Coast and it sucks. So being awake and coherent at this hour and kind of being like, on for the camera is very difficult for me. So I think I'm going to end up streaming on Saturdays, but then the rest of the time I'm going to have kind of opener free. Like, I might... I've been playing a lot of Rust lately, so play Rust and then talk about stuff. I mean, I play Rust on a PvE server, so I don't really need to be super focused. So running around, maybe playing Valheim or something, but playing some game while also having a topic to go over is the general plan. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Really appreciate it. It was awesome to meet so many new people. Definitely jump into the Discord. I'm in Discord all the time, so really if you have any questions for me or questions about maps or how to do things, definitely reach out. I'm all up in the Talespire professional scene, so if you have questions about like how much is it if I want a board made, or how much can I make making boards, or what kind of boards do people pay for, or how does Tales Tavern work, who is Fizz's DM, favorite Westmarch DM? I can answer those questions. Oh man, look how long it's been since I updated that Patreon command. I think the grassy hill should be like a cliff point matching up with the drawbridge. Yeah. So it's like a yeah, I see what you're saying. Where they're like walking like a precipice that like kind of starts like this and like it's more narrow as it reaches the thing. Yeah. Yep. All right. Have a great night, everybody. Super fucking fun. I don't think I'm going to raid anybody, so you're all on your own. You responsible adults, either go to bed or find someone else to hang out with. I'll see you all again very, very soon. Have a great night. It was great to see you again, Fizz and Ryda's game and stuff. Yeah, it's so hard for me. It's always so hard for me to say goodbye because it was a super fucking fun stream. Night.